This is a strange wooden man. He initiated the duel himself, but suddenly, he put down the huge axe in his hand, and lowered his head to his enemy. This left Jack completely dumbfounded, but if his opponent wanted to die, he wouldn't let him off. So Jack gathered his courage, and struck the wooden man's neck with a fierce blow. He thought the duel was over, but unexpectedly, the wooden man stood up again the next second, and slowly picked up his own head from the ground. Now it was Jack's turn to be stunned, because according to the duel rules, 1 year later, he had to find the wooden man, and accept the same fatal blow. After the wooden man left, Jack turned into a national hero, and enjoyed an unprecedented respect. But time flew by. The year was almost up, though he was very reluctant. For the sake of his own honor, he had no choice but to say goodbye to his beloved girlfriend, and set out on a lonely journey. To ensure his son's safe return, his mother specially made him a protective amulet belt. She told him that it would keep him safe. However, just after leaving the city, Jack lost his way. He asked a boy where the green church was. The boy kindly pointed him in the right direction. Jack trusted him and went on his way, but it turned out to be a deadly trap. The boy was actually the leader of a gang. He had deliberately lured Jack into the deserted forest. Then Jack was bound by several people. He could only watch as his luggage was raided. Even his protective belt was taken. What's worse, the boy picked up a giant axe, and claimed he would complete Jack's mission. Then, he swiftly rode off on Jack's horse. Jack could only lie on the ground and wait for rescue. Suddenly, a skeleton appeared in front of him. That was the fate he had been waiting for. The terrifying illusion made him realize instantly that only by saving himself could he have a chance of survival. So he did everything he could to cut the ropes on his hands, and saved his own life. By now, it was getting dark. Jack had to wander aimlessly through the forest. He got lucky and stumbled upon a small house. He quickly entered seeking help, but it had long been abandoned. There wasn't even a soul inside. Fortunately, there was a clean bed upstairs where he could rest. But in the middle of the night, a woman suddenly appeared beside him. She accused him of taking her bed. Jack quickly apologized and got up. He was about to leave, but she moved toward him, and asked him to do her a favor. She led Jack to the pond, and asked him to help find her head. It turned out that long ago, a passing knight had tried to claim her. When she rejected him, he brutally chopped off her head, and threw it into the pond. Jack sympathized with her tragic fate. Even knowing she was a ghost, he decided to help. So Jack jumped into the pond. He searched and searched. Finally, he found her head. But when he surfaced, the woman had vanished. Jack could only return to the house with the skull, and found a headless corpse lying on the bed upstairs. Could it be the same woman? Jack instinctively looked at the skull, but it had turned into a living human head. Terrified, he quickly dropped it. But the next second, the head spoke, thanking Jack for helping her find her body. Since that's the case, he thought, he might as well finish the good deed. So Jack placed the head back on the corpse, and when he turned around, he found that the giant axe was back in the room. This was the reward for Jack's kindness. Reassured, Jack continued on his way to the green church. Along the way, a little fox followed him. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't shake it off. Jack had never suffered like this in his life, but to keep his promise to the wooden man, he pushed his body forward. Just when he thought he couldn't go on, a group of migrating giants appeared ahead. These giants were 100 meters tall. One step was several miles long. Jack was envious. He quickly shouted, asking them to take him along. But when the giants heard, they stretched out their hands, trying to crush him. At that critical moment, the little fox made a strange sound.